Now, for those who may not have seen this game, this is Granvir. This is essentially roguelike Armored Core, almost. It doesn't quite fulfill the same spot as Armored Core, but it gives you the right idea for what it is. You'll be going through a series of maps, building your mech, changing out parts, repairing, doing all of that, accomplishing a variety of missions along the way to do whatever the objective of that campaign is. It'll take a second for it to load. There we go. You have a bunch of campaign options, of course. Zero Front is what was available in the prologue. So if you've seen me do the prologue or the demo, you've seen Zero Front. So we're not really going to do that one right now. There's also Millennium Horizon, which is a bit longer, a bit more complicated, same part tier. Then there's Millennium Front, highest length, highest complexity, and highest part tiers available. I kind of want to see this one, because of the fact that it's like the highest everything. So let's give that one a swing. We, of course, still have most of the same options we had before. The Resistance Ace, the Scavenger, the Mercenary, the Engineer, and the Hero. I want to say there were more options in the prologue version. I feel like there was like one more that's missing. But I might be remembering wrong. I do really like the Mercenary, and I do really like the Scavenger. So I think we'll take the Scavenger here. Oh, they changed how this one works. Now things just drop parts, scrap, and ammunition. It used to have a special option, and maybe it still does, when you're in between maps. And of course, we'll stay on normal, because I don't feel like being too bold, because this is actually fairly difficult, and this is going to be a fairly difficult battle as well. This is all the stuff from the run I just did, I think. Oh no, this is... Some of this is the same, but some of this is different. I think this is just I'm getting a random loadout for this. So we want a Hessek. Go ahead and take the Wayfinder legs. We'll take a Skewer? Well, actually, hang on. Let me look at the arms I have. Got Grover and Laborer. Okay. We've only got the one Grover. I personally don't really like Laborer arms, though there is at least one that isn't a weaponized arm. So I can actually make use of that one. So what do I want to do here? Now, let me pick a torso as well. I'll take 2 backports because we have backport options. Could be fun to go to the Woodsman's Axe. So that'll probably get me killed pretty quick. Well, one of our 2 back slots will be the cargo pack. Oh. Wait, no, that's still fine. I'm gonna grab a Beldine for our other back slot, in case I do take one of the melee weapons as our only choice. So we'll take the Grover. Oh, I don't actually have another arm choice. The other arm's gone. Well, that's a problem. Go ahead and give me the Hailstorm then. And we'll take medium ballistic because I think that's what the Hailstorm needed. So I think I might have just screwed over our Beldine. Yeah, we straight up just don't even have a second arm right now. We just have one arm. Yeah, as you can see, your mechs are assembled by all of the parts you'd expect. Legs, body, reactor, arms, and then accessories from there, basically. Including sometimes having module slots like this one has. Now, instead of really needing to worry too much about currency, your main currency is time. So you have a set amount of hours every time you get out of a mission before you have to start the next mission. And we do have a marketplace here, though it looks like this is only for the loadout right now, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's not actually much we can do here. We may as well paint it. Is kind of like piss spot is not really my thing. Let's go with just like a dark body. Now, there we go. Make it a bit shiny, metallic. There you go. And we will find a red. Saturate that a little bit. Oh god. I forgot that you could change the color of spots by clicking. Put that back. There we go. Which that's actually a nice feature though, is that you can just take any of these particular color slots and assign it to spots if you need to change the color of something. Rather than just changing it with only those options. Which is always good. I like when you have more leeway on such things. And change that to black as well. Let's see about getting this one. I don't actually want that to be a red. I'm trying to achieve like a gray. There we go. This way we have some other variation in here. This one I think is what's affecting the knees. Yes, it is. Okay. It's kind of neat. Doesn't really fit with the rest of it though, is the only problem. But if I was gonna go for like a coppery thing, I could do that. There we go. The kind of silvery kind of works there. And I think that'll do for now. We're not gonna sit here and fiddle around with the painting for long. I just didn't want the basic colors. This way it's recognizable as us. So let's head out. Okay, this one just doesn't even give us information either. We just have to capture a settlement, I guess? Oh, okay. Capital settlement, right. So we just don't even know what we're getting into. We're just investigating our enemies. Okay, these are all... Oh! I guess I'm starting on the space I'm on. Interesting. Was not expecting that. And now we just start stomping around the battlefield. We just have a bunch of territory to secure this time around, it looks like. This shouldn't be too bad. We can dash, we can jump, we can sprint. We do have limited ammo, so I'm gonna not just fire wildly here. We actually have very limited ammo, aside from in our hailstorm. So that's gonna be a thing. There we go. Take out the weapon arm first. Which of my buttons fires the Beldine this time? We'll have to look at that in a second. Shoot him in the head. There we go. What's the matter? Got no arms left? Shame for you, bud. Goodbye. Now, they get more and more upset the more of their stuff you break, as you might imagine, so... We are going to eventually have some real problems to worry about. Any of these. Not R. Not Q. Not F. Okay, no, it is 1. I just have to hold it. I don't remember needing to hold it in the past for those. That is a good idea. So that you don't accidentally fire it. Now, as you've seen, we only have a limited amount of cargo space, so we do have to be kind of careful. There's also now these crates you can grab that have a random item of that type in it. We'll take the lance too because we got space for the moment. Credit caches get you credits as you'd expect when you open them up. Don't mind another cargo crate. We'll keep stocking up on the ballistic ammo. We'll probably trade some of those items out depending on what we find. Is we've got a lot of fighting left to do. Is we got 15 regions to secure on this map, apparently. We've already taken some damage to our armor, so I'm a little worried. But we'll see how it goes. Let's actually go over here first, because it looks like everything else is kind of clustered up over there. As we get more parts, we'll have a lot more options. Yeah, there's a whole conversation with our handler. We can actually choose dialogue options and everything. We won't worry about that right now. Just kick that tree over. Trees are no match for our giant robot. Missed it. Get sniped, idiot. It's got a little bit too much drift, though, to consistently snipe with at that range. Oh, sweet, some heavy ballistic ammo. I can actually freely fire the thing a little bit more. One of the perks of being a vulture, being able to pick up ammo for free. Bryn Mark's real good. Let's just slap this heavy ammo in straight away. Yeah, scrap metals for between missions. I need a different one to be able to heal myself on the go here. I don't really need this cargo crate, do I? It's the same as the cargo pack. We'll trade that for... Yeah, we'll take the component crate in the hopes that we get another arm out of it. So that's really our big problem right now. Ah, there we go. Now that still says between missions. I could have swore there was one that I could use at any time. Unless maybe I just have to put them in my pocket for them to work. I do not remember. I don't really need this lance. I'd rather have the weapon crate and have a chance at getting something better. Let's pull this ceramic plate in for the second. Yeah, no, I cannot use that. Okay, throw that away. Yes, game, I knew there was things in here, as it turns out. It's almost like I just had those in front of me a second ago. The game is a little silly at times, and unfortunately I can't just, like, slap a fresh arm on in the field. You can slap weapons into your hands, but you cannot slap new hands on your hands. As you might imagine, that just doesn't work. We can reload on the go, though, so we'll just quickly do that. Save ourselves some heartache in the future. Very, very quiet. I'm hunting robots. Oh, come on. I can't jump up there. Come on. I'm gonna have to go around. Walk of shame. Because this spot's got no ups. Walk of shame. Also, sprinting is generating heat. As you can see, my heat filled up there. I can't run if I'm full on heat. It's a very sad time. This is why you want legs that have good base speed. Otherwise, you end up with moments like this where it's just kind of a slow ride. This is honestly not a bad time for the ads to be running, because y'all aren't gonna miss anything as I slowly walk around the city here to get to my targets. But I'm assuming, like, all of these are in the city, based on the way this map is looking. So we're actually gonna get to see some interior fighting, which I've never done. This is a little ugly in here. And I don't just mean them. Thankfully, powerful weapons make for easy work. We are in shambles right now, though, which is not really the scenario we want to be in. Some ammo. The good news is we wiped out the majority of them. Bad news is still very dangerous, considering they're now pissed at me and bombarding me actively. Good news is we can pick most of these guys off individually, it looks like, aside from that pair over there. Oh, he's got a shotgun. There we go. Blow the shotgun arm off. That'll take care of that problem. Ooh, I think that's the shotgun. Sure. We have a bunch of component crates already. Oh no, that's the body. Okay. Sure. I would have believed Marshall was a shotgun. That seems like a fitting name for a shotgun. Yeah, we're gonna be making some heavy use of our Beldine, which is why I grabbed it, because I knew it was gonna be important early on. Till we get some better gear on hand. You know, considering the speed of disposal here. I'm gonna need some scrap. Oh, no. Tried to bait me into standing still for that. I see you. Oh, we're reloading. This is a bad time to be reloading. Perish, demon. Got him. Okay, automatic extract available. I'm used to having to go to an extraction point, so that's interesting. Honeycomb is a mace. Regular credit cash, not that exciting. Where'd the scrap metal I tried to pick up go? Oh, I think we might have lost it. Wait, what did we lose? Well, never mind. We're getting out of here before anything else bad happens. We will figure it out. Destroy the Millennium Company anti-air Granvir stationed throughout the region. Okay, so we have a job to do now. Oh, this is completely different. Neat. I guess this is why it has higher complexity, because you're actually like building a base and everything too. Nifty. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a market connection so we can actually have access to the market. That seems like a good idea. This way we can actually just buy parts, solve our problems that way. Though this set of parts is not so great. Though the resort's good, I just don't have two arms to use it with right now. Well, it's gonna take a lot of time, but let's swap over to the screen anyway, because we do have some work to do. Yeah, the Marshall doesn't have two back ports. It could be modified to have them, but it doesn't have them. So that's not helpful to me right now. Oh, right, because it's mostly boxes and such I had, not parts yet. So what you do is you just unpack these and they turn into an item. In this case, we got a reserve, which is usually pretty good, but right now I don't think I want it. I did get an arm. That's good. We can get a bunch of credits from these credit caches as well. Weapon crate has honeycomb. Sad. But now we have two arms at least, so that's good. I guess we'll use the honeycomb for now because we don't have anything else. And it's not terrible. You'll notice the damage output is high, but you have to charge it up for it to do real damage. So that's kind of a problem. So we're really going to be primarily relying on the Beldine and the Hailstorm still. The mace will just be for when I'm reloading and something's in my face, probably. Unless... the Brigand is similar, but it doesn't need charging. It's just a bonk stick. Or I just commit to fitting a gun in both hands and use the resort. Because that will use medium ballistic ammo and do good damage. So yeah, actually we'll go for that. So there we go, we're just rifle bot right now. And we should have just enough time to do a bit of repair work. Like, primarily repairing our body, which is the most important part to need to repair right now. And we're just gonna have to make do from there because we're out of hours. Oh, neat. So that's how you get all of the other bits. Okay. Alright. And I'm thinking, yeah, all of these are 3-hour. Alright. So now we have access to the areas near us. This one's got an anti-air squadron, so we do need to go there. So I guess we'll go there straight off. See how this goes. Yeah, facilities will not be available until our return. So this definitely works differently than the other campaign, I'm used to. I'm used to having facilities at every location you go to, but there'll be different facilities based on where you're going. But I can definitely see some of these larger campaigns working for larger amounts of players. The, Zero Front campaign, I was like, how on earth would you be able to utilize 10 players in this scenario? There's just not enough room. It would be over before you knew it. I foolishly tried to zoom in, forgetting that both left and right click are gonna fire this thing. No, it's only right click. Never mind. As you can see, decent rifle, pretty useful. Takes care of the anti-air boy real easy. And as long as I'm not shooting too fast like I just was, it's reasonably accurate. Or, sometimes it's going to be inaccurate anyway, I guess. Doesn't seem like we have much actual resistance here, though. We'll probably have some at the villages. Which I completely disregarded because I was like, ooh, targets! Bang, bang! Destroy the targets! Yay! Knock, knock, anybody home? I hope for your sake that you're not. Hee. We dropped the green thingy. What is it? Nova, that's a reactor. Got another Marshall body as well. It is fun watching the feet just kind of do like the side shuffle, just Okay, so we got one more village to clean up, one anti-air Granvir, and then we're out of here. Nice and easy. It's a good thing this rifle uses medium ammo, which we have lots of.
Kill them all.
That's the plan, Soroka. How you doing? There we go. Nice, neat pile of enemies all over the floor. What do we got? Another Beldine. If I ever want to give up my cargo, I could have 2 of them. So at the rate we're not having lots of heavy ammo, I don't know if I really want to be doing that. That's probably a container of some kind over there. I'm just gonna not worry about it and get us out of here. We have plenty of other map tiles to look at. I don't need to chase after every opportunity. Dum-de-dum. Just a casual stroll out of here, because it doesn't seem like it's constantly spawning enemies like the earlier campaign does. So that's kind of nice, actually. Makes it weirdly quiet at times, but... No, they do spawn... No, there's a depot there, that's why they're here. Well, I may as well stop for this, because it's right here. They drew attention to it by attacking me. Pop the little trucks. Nice, got him around the shield just fine. Twinkle, which I believe is another reactor. That's also a Twinkle. Very good. Finish cleaning out the guards, and then we can see if there's anything good here. So we are under bombardment, so we'll have to be quick. And nothing that remarkable here. You want that heavy ballistic ammo, though. We'll get rid of the 9% medium. Actually, no, I can put that in the gun. Put it in the gun. I would not mind having this. I don't really need a Twinkle, because Nova's better than Twinkle, I do believe. Yes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what rubbish you really fucking are. Fill up our ammo. And I think we're... Well, the 20,000 credits wouldn't be bad to have. I don't really have... Well, no, we don't need another Marshal. We already have one of those. There we go. That'll do. I would love to carry more of this stuff out of here, but I'll take what I can get and bail. Don't want to be too greedy, after all. Last time I was that greedy, an artillery shell took my head off. And I wish I was joking about that. Well, that's upsetting. Extract me faster, please. The things that happen. Just on cue immediately. We're gonna do a lot of repairs this time, methinks. There we go, that should do. Leave us with 9 hours left. Do I want to do any part swapping here? At the very least, we're gonna open the things we got. Oh, hey, we got a free resort. Doesn't help to have a second one of those, so we'll just chuck that in the depot. Don't really want the second Beldine at the moment either. Placement part away. We have Hessek right now. The cooling rate on Nova's better, but we don't have an immediate need to replace that. The reason why that matters is it would take us 6 hours to even modify our Granvir at all. So let's just hold off on doing that for the moment. It is nice that we seem to have access to our home base even though we're not at our home base. We can take a peek at the market and see if there's anything particularly cool. Got Hulk legs. Those, I think, are faster than our legs. Yeah, they're a bit faster than the Wayfinder legs. They've also got fast dash instead of regular dash. The jump on them sucks, though, but jumping's not that important. So if I wanted to spend basically all of my money, I could. But I would also then have to spend all my hours putting those legs on. So I think we'll hold off on that one for now. You can also sell stuff, like I can actually get rid of my replacement parts here. I think it would be in our best interest to do more base upgrades. But we only have enough manpower for one. So what do I want? Not really that fussed about things like the tuning lab and such yet. Ooh, reduce the time required to modify the Granvir. Yeah, I want that. That's exactly what I would want, because now I can actually do the modify anyway. I'm a little sad that it only knocked it down by 2 hours, but maybe that's multiple upgrades. So now we can have the Nova. And since we have a fresh reserve... Oh, you know what? I'm a fool. I am such a fool. And you want to know why I'm such a fool? I could have just swapped out our torso without having to spend the resources and time repairing it. But I was trying to avoid having to go back into the modify screen right now. Well, never mind. Just set that time on fire. Oh, I see. So we went here, but then it brought us back to base. Okay. Interesting. These two places are on high alert, so let's not mess with those right now. Let's actually hit this weapon stockpile, because that sounds helpful. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have too much music. That's like the one negative I can really point out. Oh, I haven't seen a snow area before, so it's nice to see that there's more map types available. That was gonna be another thing, is that there's a lot of fairly similar map types, but it seems like the full version actually has a few more maps. Like that city map I was on, I had never seen before too. So it's good to see some more map variation. It's weirdly quiet here. I don't like it. I feel like I'm walking into a trap. Let's try walking across this, though, because it looks like our target's right over there. Because our only goal is just to go straight to extraction, but why would I walk right through here? That seems like a waste of my time. You know?
Hello there.
Hey, Lori, how's it going? Just out here bashing robots with robots. Oh, that's a lot of shelling. But it's the little tanks there have artillery pieces on them. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're sick. Got a lot of that going around, but hopefully it'll pass soon for you. And things have been alright here for the most part. A little bit of a tired day, but when am I not tired? You know? This guy's the problem. There we go. He's the source of the shelling. Ooh, did you drop your sword? Because if you dropped your sword, I might take that. Artillery strike designator. Interesting. I mean, that is true. But unfortunately, it is not a good enough friend. It's doing its best, but it is not strong enough. We are getting chipped to pieces here. Oh, right. The infantry actually exist. I'm gonna stomp you. I'm gonna crush you all beneath my big feet. I don't know why I stopped mid-word giant to say big instead. But you know what? They're still crushed one way or the other. Ooh, there's a claymore in here, a pair of side stories, one of which with boosted fire rate and reload. Definitely take the weapon crate. Claymore will be fun, so I'll take it. Especially if we end up suddenly having an ammo shortage, which can easily happen. Go ahead and snag this as well. Probably not really going to use the artillery designator. So if we see something more interesting, I will probably take it. Targeting computer's nice. Ooh, Stinger. That is better than the Claymore, I do believe. Well, the Stinger does less damage. They are both tier 2 as well. So actually, no, I think the Claymore... Oh, wait, no. The Stinger has the electricity burst. I do like that better. And there's the Huntsman, which is, I believe, the shotgun? Yeah, it fires a spread of projectiles. I don't really want that. Opponent crate wouldn't be bad to have, but where would I put it? Insert in place of the target designator. There we go. We're gonna keep that ultra polymer because it will be nice to have. At least for the moment. Depending on what I find in the other or 2 depots over here, since they're both gonna be full of goodies as well. Really need to find a body that has more storage capacity. Ooh, bell tower. Ooh. Some brandier legs. Barrage. There's all kinds of good stuff here. Well, no sense in having a weapon crate when I have a weapon I want right there. That bell tower, if it's the thing I'm thinking it is just the next step up from the Beldine. Oh, no, the bell tower is the side cannon. So it's not a direct upgrade. So I might not actually keep that. For some reason, I thought that was the back-mounted one, not the side cannon. Even though it said right there, side cannon. Maybe I take the legs instead, then. Barrage also isn't bad. It's a bunch of rockets. No, I think we are going to be better served taking the legs. Our legs aren't bad, but we could always have better ones. Which is a statement that is, in some ways, unfortunately relatable to real life. I could definitely do with better legs. My knees hate me. Just stride on our way out of here. Really need better legs. Or at least making good headway. We'll probably just ride this campaign out and then we'll end off for the day. Because this campaign will probably take a decent while to get through. Okay, now I'm going to do the part swap. To avoid the health damage we have. That one's kind of in shambles. We still have all the same ports, so it doesn't matter. And we were going to be coming in here to swap out legs anyway. Now we got weird reverse joint legs, but they're faster. It also lowers our entire profile, which can be handy, as you might imagine. Wait. Oh, this reserve only has one backport. That's not actually a immediate straight swap. Never mind. We're gonna actually have to repair that then. I didn't read. That's on me. Oh yeah, a chunk of the armor damage was on my legs too, right? I was like, why do I still have so much more health than I did? Move this down to the cargo pack just to keep it easier to see. We didn't end up using enough ammo in the Beldine to worry about bringing a second pack of ammo with us. First a home base up. Oh no, we didn't get enough more manpower to do anything else. I was assuming we were gonna be getting like manpower per turn. But we need to capture settlements to get manpower, which makes sense. I could buy it, it looks like, though. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about that. Let's go ahead and get some repairs done. At the very minimum, we needed our torso repaired, and our arm is hurting, so let's fix that too. Because every single one of these vitals slots up here all indicate the condition of a limb. And as you might imagine, if the vital on that limb is gone, that limb is gone. Like, remember when I was walking around with one arm? Yeah, we'd be back there again if I let that arm continue to deteriorate. They just blow it right off my shoulder. It would not help me at all. Ooh, Cabler is a good arm. Because it's got a grapple hook. You can grab an enemy and pull yourself to them. Supernova's a pretty good piece to grab. The Gemini axe is fun because you can actually hit them with either side of it, because there's a blade on one side and a blunt side on the back of it, and you actually have a mode switch for it where you can flip the axe around to hit them with the blunt side, which is neat. There's not really anything else here I want that badly, though. Do I want the Supernova badly enough to pay 40,000 for it? The answer is no. No, I will not spend all of my money on a slight increase in heat space. Which is unfortunate, because that also means we really don't have too much else we can do. Yeah, I don't have reputation, so I can't actually do that. So I guess let's rally support. And then rally support again. This way we can just get our manpower back up, so on our next turn we can do something more significant than that. On the note of needing manpower, though, let's hit this major settlement that's over here, even though it's on high alert. It's also got a really high threat. Well, the high threat level is not what I want. It's the loot level that I'm happy about. 280 is a lot higher than the loot level we've been seeing so far. So we should find some good stuff here, too. And hopefully I'll be able to show you all some of the more interesting gear you can get. Because there's some neat stuff you can pick up in this game. But as you can see, you can already tell the movement difference between these legs and the other ones. It's not a huge speed increase, but it feels better for with the 50 more speed that we have. It's such a waste to fire the cannon at that tank, but that tank offended me. Which, all these tanks and such, you can also just stomp on them, too. You don't even have to shoot them. It can be more efficient to shoot them, just because it keeps them from having more time to shoot you. Depends on if you're in more danger from running out of ammo or from dying, really, at the end of the day. Now, they're all just real interested in getting involved right now, huh? Yeah, that shield doesn't help you when I have explosive rounds there, bud. Nope, we're back up to bombardment. That's a shame. That's nothing but a shame. Oh, derby legs. Those are even faster. Like, that is literally robot legs with roller skates. So, it's as incredible as it sounds, and we want that if we can get out of here alive with that. Smasher. We'll grab it for now. We'll take the field repair as well, because we can actually use that right now. We need an armor repair. We have to stand still for a little bit to do it, but it helps a lot. As you'll notice, our armor is almost filled back up again, so makes a big difference. Right, go killing again. Ooh, a yellow item. That's tier 3. I got a free supernova. It's almost like I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, Swordman. No, no. Do not slice the robot. I do not wish to be sliced. I am not cheese. I'm getting turned into Swiss cheese, though. Goddamn. So yeah, that was bad. Everything about that was just unfortunate. Good thing we were prepared before we went into that, or otherwise we would have been dead right now. Order. That's another pair of legs, I do believe. Light ballistic ammo I don't need. What's the green over here? I really need to find another field repair kit. Huntsman shotgun. Our ammo's okay. This is nothing but a shame. The situation that we're in right now, nothing but a shame. Especially when this happens. They're really upset with me. Okay, as long as I just am smart about how I'm fighting people, we should still be okay. I say just before probably making a questionable decision of walking into that guy's line of fire before I could shoot him. Okay, we do have enough shots to kill this guy too. Oh, but he has a friend. Oh no! That is peak I'm a genius oh no moments here. Hey, remember when I was talking about losing a limb? Yeah, I lost both my arms now. So, that's a problem. That right there is what's commonly referred to as an issue. Thankfully, jumping off of here actually has really confused them. So that buys me some time to figure out what I'm going to do with my life now. The answer to which is not great, because, we thankfully do still have our back cannon, but that's all we have now. Because remember, I can't put new limbs on in the field, so... This is our life right now. It's a real good thing this cannon's powerful. We've only got one more guy to take out, so we should be able to make this work. The problem's gonna be, I don't think we have 2 spare arms in storage right now, so I'm gonna need to find some new arms. We also don't have enough hull to really butts around with. Ballistic ammo, which we do need at this point. Grandine... That is an arm, so that helps. We're actually currently still full on ammo in the gun, so let's not butts around with that either and risk getting bombarded. We do need to get our gun back. Well, actually, no, we have a spare resort at home. I don't need to get it back. Got him. Okay, he was a weak one, so we're fine. And I don't see any question marks. Not that I would be going chasing after question marks in our current condition anyway. Is there anything in this inventory that I'm not that attached to? The answer is not really. Because the idea would be, like, do I want my resort back, or do I want what I'm carrying? The answer, I think, is we just keep what we have. Because there's no guarantee I'll be able to get another arm to be able to use that with anyway. We got torn apart in there. Then again, that was a major settlement, and it was on high alert, so it trashing me kind of makes sense. We did get a lot of manpower, though. We have 300. So let's do some development. What do I want to do? We can further reduce the time it takes to modify the Granvir, so that's cool. We could reduce the time it takes to repair, which we absolutely are doing that at the very least right now, because we have a lot of repairs we need to do. And let's figure out everything else first now. I just wanted to get at least one upgrade before I did anything else. Yeah, now it's 1 hour to repair. That's much better. So let's just get our health back to full. We of course have to go into the modify screen because we gotta figure out what we can do here. Randine arm. Oh yeah, that's the other thing about the Stinger, is it can actually be used in one hand even though it's a two-handed weapon. So we might go with that if I can't get another arm. Because we need to go shopping and see if I can get an arm. Obviously, put the Supernova in. Put them derby legs on. You'll notice they're even weirder than the other ones. Is they're forward jointed, but you keep the same height. They're very silly. But we will be so fast. Like top speed 1,500 as opposed to most things that were top speed like 800. Order legs aren't bad. They're 1,100. We also get a 30% road speed bonus with these, so we will be speed. All right, market. Okay, you do have another arm. It's only a laborer arm, but it is an arm. Or we can get the muzzle breaker. So that has a cannon in it already. And it uses light ballistics, so I don't think I want that. Well, technically I do want that, but under the circumstances, I don't think I currently want that. I would rather have another functioning arm. Okay, I can keep the sword in one hand if I really want to. So what I could also do is just dual wield hailstorms. Just I think I'm best served though by putting the resort back in my hands. There's also this big mallet. The only problem with this is, as you might expect, you gotta get real close with it. But look at this thing. Look at this comically huge mallet that we can just go whack people with. And it does a lot of damage. Like, whoever gets hit with this is done. And with 1,900 damage. I don't actually know how to make the... Oh yeah, I think it's a mode switch on the Stinger to switch between one and two hands. As long as the other hand's available. Which we could do that too. Like go sword and gun. But I think for safety and efficiency at the moment, we'll stick to gun and gun. I know, not particularly exciting, but with the mobility we're gonna have, it's probably the right choice for us at the moment. Let's fix our inventory. Oh yeah, we have this component crate here as well. God damn it. There's just a medium cannon arm just chilling in this box that I could have just put on. Oh well. That'll be great for when our arms invariably get blown off again. At least we have backups now. Make sure to carry some medium ballistic on us. And some heavy ballistic. I also could have used the Ultra Polymer to heal instead of spending so much. Ooh, yes, Granvir. That gives a boost to mounted weapon reload speed, so that's helpful. It's got more hull, less armor, less mass. It's got the same amount of ports, so the next time our torso gets shredded, I could swap to this instead, so that'll be useful. We'll put that down there so it's easier to spot where it is. Alright, let's go back out in the field. There's another major settlement, but it is also on high alert. We may want to take it a little easier on this round. So how about we go hit this munition stockpile? See if that gives them a chance to cool off. The loot level's still going up, so it's not like we're not going to find good things here. Our goal seems to just be look around, though, till we find the Millennium Base. Right, that's why it was shooting with the other button, is because it depends on which hand you put it in. Yeah, see, we're just kind of skating around now. Boom. Boom. Like, this is our regular speed. I'm not even dashing yet. We are on a road, admittedly. And of course, as you might imagine, we lose all speed the second we try to turn around, because it is momentum based. There's only so much you can do there. Oh, I should have mentioned this sooner, but for anybody interested, there is 2 new emotes now. You should be able to find them pretty easily, because you'll see that they're different. But there's now one for staring, and one for... or just more or less a shrug. Just like, yeah, that sure is something. Katana. Me. Oh. Fucked up and turned around too fast. Worked out, though, because that sword was gonna come rinse us again. Punch. Squish. What do you got? Nova. Okay, no, the katana is actually, in fact, a katana. I was expecting, like, a machine gun or something. Oh, hey, speaking of machine guns, there's a squall. Take the component crate. 15,000 credits ain't bad. Top up our heavy ammo. We actually need more medium ammo, but we have not found any. Squall's another side cannon, so I'm not really too fussed about grabbing that. We may as well grab a spare arm at the rate things have been going. There's enough medium ballistic to mostly refill us, so that's good. We don't need this Nova, so replace that with the weapon crate. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. It doesn't look like there's anything else here, which is a shame, but let's cruise on out of here. We came out of that reasonably clean. We are gonna have a little bit of repairs to do, though. Kind of funny just watching him bob up and down as he's driving along, just boing, 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 boing. That must be awful for whoever's in the pilot seat, though. Just constantly going ding, 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 ding. Just bopping along. Okay, project development. We have enough manpower to do quite a lot. I could reduce the costs in the market, which would be nice, but I feel like getting better items in the market would be better. So we'll upgrade the stock of our market. Ooh, they weren't kidding. That's actually pretty good. Can't afford any of it right now because I spent all the money, but we'll be able to get money back from the credit thing I brought. Hunter's a short sword, which is pretty good. The Crusader arm is really good. Got some good resistance, good armor. Well, no, actually the armor on that's not that good. Implicit's legs are decent because they've got continuous charge. Oh wait, no, the Grelin arm only has 50, only has 25 armor, so maybe the 50 is actually good for arms. I forget what armor value for arms looks like. I mean, we can look at our arms. Right, yeah, that is the thing. Arms don't usually have armor at all. So the Crusader having 50 armor is actually significant in that regard. Woodsman's axe. Ooh, a radar. We don't actually have a thing in that slot right now, so I'll probably put that on. Of course, we got the katana now. Spare arm. A sentence like "I have a spare arm" would be very out of place in a lot of other contexts. There we go, we have a radar now. So I presume that'll make it easier to tell what's on a map when we get there. So that should make our life a little simpler. Yeah, we do need to do a little bit of repairing. We didn't take enough damage to make it more worthwhile to just swap. That wasn't that bad a repair. We also, once again, don't have enough to buy the Crusader arm because I spent the money repairing. I could get the hatchling, but it only has side ports, no back ports, so it's useless. Same with the home front. I want to have back ports so I can keep using my back-mounted cannon just in case things go wrong. I could sell one of my repair things here, though. We'll sell that and buy the Crusader arm. Okay, which is... Yeah, the Laborer arm is the one I would want to replace. There we go, now we just have this goofy thing. It really feels excessive when you look at it like this. But at the same time, it's actually kind of good to have the arm that's going across your body be the armor-plated one, because it gives more coverage for your torso, logically. This does look a little silly. We got 3 hours left to spare, but no money. Well, let's go ahead and just rally some support then. That doesn't cost money. We didn't learn anything new because I went to a place that was surrounded by enemies already. Is there a way to, like, lower danger? Do I have anything I can get here that would help with that? Doesn't look like it. It's like everything's on high alert, and I don't know how to lower that. Because usually there will be things to let you lower that with the other campaigns. This one doesn't seem to have anything for that. Seems like we're just kind of up the creek there. Wow, there's a lot of messages I've missed. Ah. A lot of dialogue I could be reading. Okay, so I guess it's just scaling, like in general. Like, it's not a matter of further away is higher, just the longer you've been playing in this campaign, the more dangerous everything gets. That makes sense. It's within a certain amount. So do I want a major settlement, or do I really want a weapons stockpile? Because those seem like the two main choices for me right now, is a settlement or a stockpile. I don't really need a munitions stockpile that badly. The component stockpile is an idea as well. See if I can get, like, a better torso and better arms and such. Yeah, you know, I've talked myself into going here, actually. He didn't even know I was there until it was too late. I suppose I am quieter than most mechs at this point with the wheels. I'm not stomping around just going... I suppose it depends on the kind of engine these wheels are running on. Wow, that guy was durable. Well, he was a melee guy, so I guess they reinforced him for that. Got no arms. What are you gonna do, kick me? think he was trying to. Nyum. Come on. There he goes. Oh, they're just searching the woods for me now, apparently. Joke's on them. I'm driving right down the roads, bold as brass. I couldn't stop in time. No, that's just light ballistic ammo. That was not worth risking my life for. Guy was just shanking me to death. Oh, this place still has a lot of guards, huh? I mean, I guess they weren't kidding when they said it was on high alert. Okay. Worst of them's been cleared out, but we are up to counterattack again, which is gonna be an issue. Longsword, we don't need the Wayfinder, I don't think. Anything cool in here? We got the Slug, which is a good handgun. So I'm down for that. Obviously, we need more heavy ballistic ammo. Don't need the Granheiser, don't really need a heatsink. Could get another McGarren. Credit cash, probably. Don't really need the longsword. But at the same time, there's nothing here that's compelling enough to trade for it either. Maybe we'll find something at one of the other locations. Oh, that was a bad place to park. I really need a field repair. As you can see, these guys are definitely getting more durable, which is a problem. Because our firepower really hasn't kept up. Wow, they came all the way from the village that I was gonna go liberate to try to come kick my ass. I don't know if I should feel honored or upset that they went out of their way that hard to come kill me. Oh, that's why. They still had a lot of friends guarding this depot. Let's take out Skater Boy first. He's gonna be the biggest issue. Down goes Sir Knight. Now let's clean house. Rid of this guy first, and then we'll turn around and deal with the soldiers, because the soldiers really don't do any meaningful damage. The artillery strike, though, will wipe out all of their own troops, so you know what? That worked out for me. Ogre doesn't have any backports. Bell tower. Eh. Oh, wait, no, that was the wrong ammo. There we go. Large credit cash instead of medium, sure. But at the rate we're running out of money, maybe I should bring both the large and the medium home. Hey, a free Crusader arm. You know what? That's worth the light ballistic ammo to me, absolutely. And you know what? We'll gamble. We'll trade the longsword for the weapon crate. Why not? Okay. We have stolen everything we're gonna be able to steal. Let's get out of here. Your little truck squad's not gonna be able to stop me. We'll let that last one survive to tell the story of how I just drove over their whole battalion. And we're out of here. We took a lot of damage, but other than that, that went pretty smoothly. Our large credit cash. Ooh, a wraith. has a melee and a ranged form. Interesting. I don't remember that one. We'll obviously put the Crusader arm on. Free Beldine. Load our weapons while we're home. Make our life a little more convenient. We don't need this much heavy ballistic on hand either. I want to keep like 100% load of each ammo type on hand, and I think that's about it. The slug does still use medium ballistic. And it does more damage than the resort does, so we will switch to using the slug, and we'll have a free hand for something else. We'll do the repairs after we swap parts around, in case some of the stuff we swap around is where the damage is. Like this Grandine arm is probably hurt. Now we've got two big beefy arms. We've balanced out. The Beldine's not hurt at all. Oh, the slug is a two-handed firearm? Yeah, it can only be held in one hand by stronger armatures. Okay, never mind, that makes sense. I remember it being one-handed, but I think I had like a super strong arm of some kind that allowed me to use that. Oh yeah, and the Wraith is a scythe. So, you know, more than likely a reference there. With it being both ranged and melee. Okay, our damage is still very significant, so we're gonna be spending a decent bit of time in the repair bay here. Spend a lot of money and time repairing all of the damage. But we at least have a stronger gun now. It'll hit a bit harder. So it'll hopefully start accounting for the fact that enemies are getting tougher. Apparently it moved my ammo back up here for some reason. Not really sure why it did that. I wish I could sell more of these parts, but I would need a black market, I think, to be able to sell more of my parts. Sawmill wouldn't be bad. Its damage output's a bit lower. And yeah, see, there we go. This has one-hand strength 3. So you need a certain amount of strength to one-hand it. This needs one-hand strength 2. And most arms are strength 1. That's why we were able to hold the Stinger in one hand, is because it was one-hand strength 1. Yeah, and the Crusaders are strength rating 1 arms. Do I have any strength rating 2s? No, everything I have is strength rating 1. I kind of figured. But I wanted to check just in case. We got 4 hours left. We have no money again. So I'll go ahead and rally support again, I guess. And where are we going? Ooh, we got a railway hub. You know what? Let's hit the railway hub, because that'll reduce our travel time, which I assume will give me more rest time, probably? At least that's what I'm kind of banking on, if I'm honest. I don't know how helpful that'll be, but I'm gonna hope. Maybe hoping, maybe coping. Oh, hi. Yeah, now we're back to two-shotting things, which will help greatly. It's getting real ugly around me. Oh, the seismic activity is what's making the screen shake, I think. So, apologies to anyone that's going to upset, but there's nothing I can do about that. Just if you get motion sick easy, maybe don't look whenever the seismic activity kicks in. I can just extract already? Why would I do that? currently winning. It's shaking right now, just as a warning. Actually try having some high ground advantage for a change here. Not sure how much that'll help, but I'll try. Fortunately, not really a target-rich environment up here, but can I stay on this bar here? Answer is yes. Yes, I can. Choo-choo! I'm the train now. Oh, I'm slipping. I'm slipping. Problem is, both my weapons are on my left side. So shooting that guy that's under that side is a problem. Oh, thanks! You just walked to the side where I could shoot you. Thanks. You know, I think he didn't want to be here. I think he was tired of this. I get the feeling my fun little adventure is gonna have to come to an end, though, because it doesn't look like I can reach anything else from this rail. Oh, wait, there's one guy. Wait. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, he's also a melee guy, so he really can't do anything to me. Thought I fell. And I really just fell straight into the hornet's nest, it seems. Reloading. This is why I need more than just 2 weapons, is the reloading is an issue. Backing up, backing up. Crunch. How did I not get you with that? Come on. Get crunched. Being I get crunched, all of you, under my wheels. Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Shaky, shaky. Stop shaking me. A shriek. That's not that helpful. It doesn't have back slots. Hi, gentlemen. Goodbye, gentlemen. Oh, you brought more friends, huh? I am not a partier. Go away. No soliciting. What do you mean it's your property? Still no soliciting. Get off my lawn. It's my lawn by right of conquest. I took it fair and square. Shelter. Ooh, I have strength 2. Give. Weapon crate. Field center will help a lot. Considering I am in shambles right now. Repair the armor, because the armor will hold up better than the hull usually. And grab the turtle, I guess. Nothing else I wanted in there. Ballistic ammo. I don't know if they've actually added anything that uses a different ammo than ballistic. 'Cause I've always wondered at the fact that it's defined as ballistic ammo, though there's apparently an energy cell recharger, so maybe there's energy weapons now? Or maybe there always has been, I just never saw them. Hard to say. That's bad timing. Or light ballistic ammo. Oh, some kind of helipad here. Neat. I'm gonna go ahead and break all your stuff and steal your things. Don't mind me. Ammo. Component crate isn't a bad idea. Because again, we're not using as much heavy as we are medium. Can I break these? I don't want them having helicopters. I sure can blow them up. Now, in hindsight, if I'm taking the area over, maybe I shouldn't have blown those up. Oh well, too late. one less thing they can chase after me with, so not really the worst idea I've had. One could argue it's not necessarily the best idea I've had either, but it's fine. It's a consistent case of could be worse. That's a big shield you got there, bud. Would appreciate it if you didn't point it at me. Yes, that means you get shot, but, you know, you're getting shot anyway. You may as well just work with me here. Make everybody's life easier. Admittedly, yours would be shorter, but that sounds like a you problem. Inferno is... oh, it's that thing, the molten slag launcher. It's kind of like a weird flamethrower. Oh, nothing here. We still need to go clean out the last 3 guys in order to secure the region. So, off we go. Reload your guns this time, you silly man. So we don't go running up on a guy with 2 bullets left and go, huh? What am I gonna do now? Those aren't glowing, so I've already opened those. Oh, are you guarding this depot all by your lonesome? Thanks for the free prizes. Ow. Maybe not so free if I walk through his explosion, but, you know. Ooh, a Grendel arm. That also has strength, too. And a large credit cache instead of a regular. Let's replace the component cache with the arm, because it's a guaranteed component instead of a random component. Definitely take the ammo. Anything cool in the other one? Ooh, the Dihesic, which is not as good as our Supernova. The heat capacity is higher, but the cooling rate's not as good. And I'd rather have good cooling rate, I think. Because all the capacity in the world doesn't help you if once you hit your heat limit, you can't cool it off at all, you know? Just go, just go, just go, just go, just go. Honestly, for flying across like these frozen lakes and such, these skates have honestly felt real natural. Melee guy's confused. Nice. All clear. Let's get out of here before anything bad can happen. Well, any other bad things can happen, looking at my health. You know, it really wasn't the best situation to be in. Let's see. That's gonna be expensive. Let's fix our legs and we'll just replace the body this time, so we're not spending all of our money. The other damages are also kind of concerning. I might be replacing the Crusader arms with higher strength arms anyway, so that too is also fine. Shelter arm. And Grendel. You see, now we can hold the slug in one hand, so I can actually get another weapon in my other hand and increase our overall power. Look at this giant handgun, like, meh. Don't need 2 hands anymore, just bang. We don't have anything incredible to put in the other hand is the only problem. Though I could just, like, one-hand the katana. So if I was gonna do that, I'd probably put the stinger there. Or just go zap zap. It's also less heat generation, even though it is slightly less damage. It does have more reach. So, I think double gun, though, is probably a better choice for us. Just go cowboy. Oh yeah, the Granheiser does have the right amount of ports. So we'll switch to Granheiser, which makes us even shorter. I think that'll fix the majority of our damage problems. Yeah, we have a little bit of vital integrity to fix. But other than that, we're fine. We'll go ahead and fix the supernova. I'm not too worried about anything else. So I don't turn my back on my enemies too much, so having some damage to my back isn't that big a deal. Let's see what the market's got for us. Nothing that good at the moment. At least nothing that good of what we can actually afford. Like the lightning strike, the cooling rate on that is insane. It's triple what we have, but that capacity is kind of bleh. A holster would be nice because I could carry more weapons, but I'd rather that cargo module that I can't afford. Until I turn in my large credit cash. Also, these weapon... Oh, there's a barrel bomb that I don't want. Gemini axe. Not bad. Not something I'm going to make use of right now since we're trying to have more weapons, not less, but, you know. I do really want another weapon to replace that hailstorm. What we're going to do right now, though, rather than go buy the thing, is I'm actually going to go ahead and get the black market connections. Because we'll be able to sell more of our spare parts off. Oh, but it is a separate shop. Okay, that's fine. Now we can start making money. So it does take time to sell these things too, so that's worth keeping in mind. Like some of our damaged or more junky parts can get us our money back. Some of these are worth a lot of money. Like the barrel bomb that I'll never use can be sold to make back the money that I spent, mostly. This one's the damaged reserve. But this is the one that only has one backport, so let's get rid of that so I don't accidentally swap to the wrong one. Now we have more money to buy things with. So let's go get the better cargo module, which is going to run us basically out of money and out of time, but that's okay. Because now we can carry more stuff. We're going to lose the radar, but if I'm honest, I didn't really see that much of a difference with the radar. So I think I'd rather have the 3 cargo capacity on my body. Look at that. Look at all of the things we can pick up now. We can fit all the stuff. And we all know that I love stealing more stuff. Now, there's gonna be one problem with our current setup, though, that I'm now realizing. With the Slug and the Hailstorm both using medium ballistic, we don't have enough medium ballistic to go around. So I'm gonna have to rely on finding some, or I swap the Hailstorm out. What we can do, though, is carry a sword with us and just slap it in our hand when we run out of ammo. That is a strategy. Like that is always a valuable backup plan now that we have more inventory space. So let's keep the Stinger in our back pocket. It's not quite a holster, but it'll do. Ooh, in a pinch. We have 2 hours left. Let's just go ahead and do a little bit more repairing then. Because we can finish repairing literally all of our remaining damage. Because the only other damaged parts we have now are spare parts. Yeah, now we can travel everywhere in an hour. That is so nice. There's a weapons stockpile over here. Let's go hit that. I did not catch if we had more time on our return trip, but we may not have had it immediately anyway. Meow. A real cold world we're fighting in, I gotta say. Please have medium ammo. Got a lot of things. Medium ammo is one of them. Ow. Oh, That's why there was only one guy guarding it. It was a trap. You know what? Well played. You got me with that one. I don't know why I wasn't expecting this, but I certainly wasn't. Oh, my body. Oh, my body. Why are there more of you just appearing out of the ether behind me? Well then, this suddenly took a turn for the terrible, didn't it? They're dropping some real cool stuff, though. I see tier 3s on the ground. I just gotta make sure nobody sneaks up on me like this guy. He tried to. Riddle, scrap metal, Phoenix. I have so little health. There wasn't any healing items in here, was there? Nope. Grab the Starling. Onan. We're out of here. I don't need the other things. We already have a longsword and a katana in storage back home. Well, no, I think I threw away the longsword, but we have a katana in storage, and that's better. Ow. I'm in danger. This campaign might be over. Especially if I keep not finding anything to heal my damages with. So we've cleared most of this out. We can just run for our lives, I think. Oh, my slug's out of ammo as well. Oh, no. All the remaining ammo is in the hailstorm. But don't get me wrong, it's not a useless gun. It's just not as good. Transfer that ammo over, please. I'm glad you can just, like, swap ammo over. The exit's right there. Let's quickly grab a couple more things since the exit's nearby. We have space. Specifically, grab the scrap metal. Grab the Beldine. Okay, let's get out of here. I am gonna have so much repair work to do again. But we survived the ambush, so that was good. That could have been so much worse. If I had slower legs, we would have just gotten destroyed there. We would not have been able to escape. Mechanic. My mech got fucked up again. And those repairs are expensive. I think it's actually cheaper to go back to the... And we definitely have more time. The travel speed increases definitely helped. Opponent. Warrior. Another comet. That's why I grabbed that scrap metal, is so that I could do at least some of my own repair. Which is something I should have been remembering to do a lot more often, but, you know. We do have the torso cargo module now. So as long as the Starling has space for a module, we might actually be able to swap to the Starling. Oh, we do have the Phoenix as well, but that doesn't have any backports. It can be modified to have them, but we don't have the power to modify things. So let's... Oh yeah, we also have a dual Beldine now. That's why I wanted that one, in case people are like, but you already have a bunch of Beldines, why'd you go for that one? Now you know. It's because the green version has 2 cannons. What's better than 1 cannon? That's right, 2. Our body is in shambles. Starling helped, because I repaired my legs. So that'll have reduced our costs rather significantly. I don't have anything else to use to repair with, right? No, not really. But we can make the money back at the very least. increased by the power of the black market. Ooh, a shredder. It's literally a chainsword. In case anybody's into that, there's quite literally just a chainsword option. Let's go ahead and sell that Marshall. We have enough time that I could sit here and sell a lot of stuff if I'm really aiming to get money going. Because we have so much junk. Like, I can just filter down to the sell section. Which I should probably just prioritize things that would sell for 6,000. Anything that sells for 3 just isn't worth the hour spent. Worth 9,000, so I'll sell you. The Radal is another strength 2 arm, so we're keeping that. Reserve torso I want to hang on to, at least until we get another better torso. The Phoenix I'm going to sell because it doesn't have any backports. It is a very good torso. Again, the lack of backports is the only problem. So one of the 2 Comets, we have a lot of money now. And we have some good manpower, so let's get some project development done. What projects to do, though? Maybe the tuning lab is how I modify things? I don't actually know how to modify things. I've never learned. It's either that or we get more markets. Though manufacturing power to build ammo wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's get the manufacturing center. Oh, and that opens up a lot of options. There's the part upgrader. Okay, give me that. All right. That solved all of our problems. All right. Hell yeah. And now we've got another mechanic to keep track of those, our production amounts. Okay. We are completely out of hours now, though, so we're not gonna be able to do anything else in that regard. We are still bereft of medium ammo, which is an issue. Ooh, the Comet is throwable. Let's go ahead and replace the Hailstorm with the Comet, then. Because we can just throw the spear at our problems. And that'll work. We already have modifying active, so we can swap one of these 2 arms that are still damaged out. You still have armor, so we'll swap the Grendel for the Radal. There we go. Radal also has a gun on it, so I could also make use of that. And that uses light ballistic ammo, actually, so that could be useful in its own right. Comet primary is our secondary right now. Okay, that's gonna potentially interfere, though. Which I do appreciate that they give me this rebinding screen here, because otherwise we would be having a lot of problems. So wait, no, I think the secondary is the gun on it anyway. I think primary's punching, so that's probably fine. And I'll just be pressing 4 to throw the spear. Yeah, that works. I can make that happen. We look very silly. But you know what? It works. I wanted to see if there was any other, like unique things we could take advantage of. Oh, okay, so we can improve our supply lines by removing the coastal battery. Sure, let's go remove that coastal battery. If I'd known that it actually had that much of an effect, as in if I'd read more I would have destroyed this a long time ago. They were probably gonna have a hell of a time doing it at this point. Eh, 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 eh. Ah! Oh, and it does come back. That's sick. Just throw my rocket spirit, people. That one's there. Wait, yeah, that is an issue. Our arm... Oh, right, I didn't bring any light ballistic ammo for the Riddell arm gun anyway. Never mind. Wouldn't matter. Yeah. Ooh, that did 1,000. Watcha! Okay, yeah, the spear's my new friend. I kind of wish I'd kept the second one now, because I would have just walked out with dual spears and just started chucking them at people. I'm gonna keep reflexively pressing 1 trying to fire the cannon, though, and that's gonna be an issue. Because it's now on 3 for some reason. Probably because it's on the other shoulder now, I think. Uh-oh. Wanna be there. You're so low on slug ammo. Watcha! Can't believe I actually made that shot. No. Power of poking is on my side. Now I just need a magic helmet. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. We are still getting a new one around here, though. At least that's another way for me to get rid of tanks and such as well, as just poke them. So I don't have to drive directly on them. Saves a little bit of time where they can shoot me. Please have some field repair stuff, Liz. Oh, there's some ammo for that. Bell tower, weapons crate, ceramic plates. These are all wonderful things, none of which are the thing I was looking for. Ow. Uh-oh. My arm's gone. Just realized. Which means my slug is gone. And we're dead. They got a good hit on the torso and we explode. Without its ace pilot, the campaign cannot continue. That does put us at an awkward amount of time, though. So I don't really want to end there. But I don't really want to do Millennium Front again, either. So we'll do just a portion of a Zero Front run. Maybe we'll do the whole run, depending on how quick it's going. Do I want to be a mercenary? Do I want to stay a scavenger? We'll be a mercenary. Keep it interesting. Oh, it automatically put me on a hard, right? Because I have beaten Zero Front before. Speaking of, there's the stuff from when I had won Zero Front before. So they stay between... They only stay in the specific campaign that you've beat. Interesting. I wasn't sure how that worked. Well, we'll go ahead and take the long arm. Oh, got it. Wait. Oh, right. I only had one thing I could take that time. Oh, we have a long arm then. And that's fine. We'll go ahead and take the derby legs. None of these have back ports, so we'll take Bodai. Go ahead and take the Twinkle because it's balanced enough. We're gonna have the wrist punch, so we'll go ahead and take the combat knife because it'll be fun. We'll take a side story because it's a safe choice otherwise. We need at least one Grandine. We obviously need ammo. And I guess we'll just take another Grandine. Why would I use these tractor legs when I have derby legs? The long arm on one side, Grandine on the other. Knife. Yeah, look at this little knife. Like, this whole huge mech body, and then we got a knife. Gonna shank you. Just gonna get you with the knife. Gonna get you. Gonna get you. Just gonna skate up and just shank. And now that we're back here, you can also do things like work with the groundbreakers, who are the people you're trying to save right now. You can lay low to lower the response level. You have a few different options that you otherwise wouldn't have had in the other mode we were doing. Of course, we can buy parts, as we were able to before. We don't have any back slots, so looking at things like the cargo pack is useless. I could grab a duloc and go back to two-handed gun. I could just replace the knife with a short sword immediately. But I'm not really attached to any of those ideas at the minute. We may as well spend some time at the scrapyard, though, see if we get anything cool, like the dagger. There we go. That'll work. That's an immediate upgrade over the other pistol. It's medium, this is medium. There we go. Load it up. Because this is 280 as opposed to the side story's 140. It's straight up double the damage. It doesn't look impressive, but trust me when I say it's decent. There was nothing else in here that I was particularly interested in. So we can just try to scavenge for random shit right now. Ceramic plates, scrap metal, metal plates. Sad. I don't need those to be in my inventory either. Get them out of there. Alright, off we go. Now you'll notice this map is significantly smaller. This is the same mode that was available in the demo and the prologue and what have you. You'll notice we have different services available depending on where we're looking. There's a resistance cache over here, and here, and here. But no such thing in these two places. Let's go where it isn't raining. Like, a run of this mode can actually be very, very fast, depending on how well things are going. Well, actually, how well or how poorly, really, because if it goes poorly enough, it'll be real fast, because you'll be dead already. Oh, wait, that's friendly. Shot a friend in the face. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Ah. You can block with the knife, which is what I'm doing right now. It's not resoundingly effective, but it's better than not blocking at all. So admittedly, not by a lot. As you can see, though, the dagger, for all that it's a very basic pistol, pretty effective. Like, this would be a solid early game weapon for somebody to use. Getting real lucky that a lot of these guys aren't exploding. Otherwise, we'd be in real trouble already. Not that we aren't in decent bits of trouble already, based on how much damage we've taken. Oh no, the robot spiders are here. Supply pod. Ow, ow. Sir, stop that. These things you can also just run over, but they're a little bit upsetting to deal with because they all will start shooting once they get into range, and it does start adding up. They can chip you to pieces. In this pod real fast. Hessig's not bad, I'll take it. That. Find those, grab this in case I need light ballistic for something. Gotta go! The one advantage to small things like those spider bots and such is they're slow. Like, for their size, they're fast, but they don't have long enough legs to really keep up with us if we're really moving. And right now, in the interest of surviving, we are really moving. Gotta watch out, because some of these squads have rocket launcher troopers, as you probably saw. Hey there, Aaron. How's it going? Oh. Some more ceramic plates. I don't think I need those. Load the gun. Nice. We're just busting up some robots. Having a good time. It's the second run, is the previous one unfortunately exploded, but, you know, it'd be that way sometimes. I don't really need any of these that much. I'll take the replacement parts to make my repairs cheaper. Speaking of, let's do some healing. We'll go ahead and slap that Hessik in when we have a second. Our gun reloaded. None of this will help me at the moment. I only have 9 hours at this location. So I think I might just actually not worry about doing any modifications at the moment. Because we have a lot of money. I can... Actually, yeah, because if I buy something good, I would want to put it on immediately. Yeah, you know what? Give me that other dagger. We're gonna go ahead and do some modifications after all. We'll go ahead and slap in our new reactor, and what we're gonna do is we're going dual pistols. Pew pew. Both of our arms are doing okay. Alright, back out in the field we go, because we spent all of our time at this location. Still staying away from rain. Vroom. We don't have a ton of ammo to be doing dual pistols, but I'm hoping we'll pick up enough medium ammo to make it work. And we did quite literally double our damage by having 2 pistols, so it's gonna be kind of important. Try to play keep away from the spider bots again for a second here. That's heavy ballistic ammo, that's not what I need. That's more heavy ballistic ammo, that is still not what I need. Alright, fine. We'll do this the painful way. Beep beep! There we go. They actually had a target marker on them, so I did need to get rid of them. I think they were what was keeping this village oppressed over here. They just reached past their bounds a little bit to come mess with me. Because the aggro range in this can sometimes be a little wacky. There we go. We have saved this village. And we are rewarded with whatever this thing on the ground is. Scrap metal. Love that for me. Yep, our ammo supplies are dwindling. I really shouldn't be spending ammo on these guys, honestly. Because we're not a vulture anymore, so we don't actually get ammo back from them. so fighting unnecessary battles is actually the opposite of what we want to do. Just take this guy out, liberate the village, get out of here. Is the happier we make the groundbreakers, the more likely they are to give us free stuff between rounds. So it is to our benefit to aid them. And, you know, the free item that the village drops can be beneficial. Good luck keeping up with me, suckers. I'm out of here. You think a tank squad can stop me? I'm too fast. And we're out of here. By the time they catch up, we'll be long gone. Alright. I mean, the free stuff could be better, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and use this to fix up our armor a bit, our hull a bit. The important bit out of that was the replacement part, so we can keep doing more important repairs when we need to. We have a lot of money on hand. We can also grab a free resupply of ammo. So that sorts out our ammo deficit issue somewhat. We can buy ammo, though, which I keep forgetting I can do. As you can see, though, a 100% ammo pack is expensive. So I'll just grab a 50%. Actually, yeah, that's a silly thing. Two 50% are cheaper than buying a 100%. But either way, that's our guns fully loaded. Not by much, but it's good enough for now. We do definitely need to do repairs. But I only had the one replacement part, so I can't do more repairs. Which might get spicy. Ooh, Feather Lance. You can actually set that like a proper lance and joust people with it, which is fun. Not something we're gonna do right now because of the fact that we're in real rough shape at the moment. But that is definitely an option if you so choose to do so. It's a side module cargo crate. There we go, that's an internal cargo crate. Need that, so we have space again. Because we got money. Money is something we have. Now I'm going to need to spend all my time modifying again. There we go. Now we have 3 more spaces. Our arms are okay. Basic reactor we just put in. We don't have a replacement body. I'm not replacing my derby legs with treads, especially when they're not damaged. Okay, that's going to have to do. Oh, right, the Nova was still in my pocket. I was like, wait, I know there was something else I was trying to put on. Why did I not have a thing? That's just better. Like, it's 250 more cooling rate for the same capacity. There's no reason why you wouldn't make that trade. Now, when we get to the Groundbreaker hub, though, we need to have something better than these pistols, ideally. Otherwise, we're in trouble. And I'll give you a hint, we're probably going to be in trouble. Is the odds of me finding a better weapon than these aren't great. Like, it's definitely not outside the realm of possibility. But I have a lot of parts I want to replace. And I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to find the parts. Fighting these woods is just not effective. But I need to get to that box that's in the woods here. Ow, ow, sir, stop punching me. Rude. Ever Dihesic. God damn, he chipped through me faster than I keep thinking that the fists won't do that much, but they really do hurt. We might be dying here, actually. We're getting overrun. I need to make a move here. Use our superior mobility to our advantage here. As long as we got some room to move, we're actually golden. Being in that forest was devastating for us. Might have to just bail out of here. We are so hurt. Like, I would love to rescue those villages and try to get some more gear out of it, but I really think it's a choice between get some gear or die. I mean, rather get some gear and die or survive. Say, as I go over here to risk it anyway. This one was apparently not that heavily guarded, so as long as I'm fast, we might actually be able to make something happen here. 'Cause he's gonna have a little bit of trouble getting around to us for a second here. None of this is bad. I'll just give. Doesn't much matter what it is, just give. We'll sort it out when we get home. So we are getting out of here now. I got a little bit of gear. Some of it was tier 3. It might be good enough. So I don't recognize the bright sword we found. Found offhand, so hopefully it'll be something cool. If it isn't, well, this run might be over, or either way. You might think I'm overselling what we're walking into, but understand that it's rough. The chaser's real good, but so's like all of these are actually super good. I think I'm gonna take the Bodai Bear though, because it's got lots of side ports. And it'll also save us on repairs. A little bit goofy looking. But look, we can have more arms with more guns. I've actually never gotten to have one of these because these were patched in after I stopped playing the prologue version. It was available in the prologue version, I think, but it was like right before the game actually released. At least more or less that got added. This image is just very funny though, just meh. More guns, more arms. I don't have the ammo to be doing that. But we do have money, so I can hopefully purchase what I'm really gonna need. Ooh, the Widow. Widow is not bad too, though it is a shotgun. Could get a rhyme bar. But again, all of these are all medium ammos. Well, at the very minimum, I need another arm. Because we're currently missing a hand. So we'll grab that. I could grab the hammer and just have 4 guns. But I think what the smarter play is going to be, actually, is to grab the rhyme bar and use that as our upper slot. We could also have used the Gale Wind side cannon, actually. That utilizes heavy. So actually, what we can do then is we put a Gale Wind there. We remove one of our daggers down here. Actually, we remove both daggers down here. Oh yeah, we have the Bright Steel. Oh, it's this stupid thing. Okay. It's the legally distinct lightsaber. We are not using that. We are going to use the rhyme bar We're gonna put a dagger in this hand. This is certainly a look we have going on right now. Oh yeah, we also have the dihesic we can use. I had an arm in storage. I'm an idiot. I am such a fool. Wait, do we really not have any heavy right, because I never picked up any of the heavy ballistic ammo either. So many mistakes are made. So many mistakes have been made. I can still put a dagger in that other hand, but that's only gonna matter so much because we don't have a lot of medium ammo either. We might die by virtue of no ammo. Behold the triangle of power. This is going to end in tears. But at least we may as well, I'll have it be tears of laughter part of the way. Anything else I can do to assist my situation here? Oh yeah, and as it stands, I need to make sure my controls for this are good. Daggers are left and right. Okay, the rhyme bar is just on the same firing. That's fine. That is entirely fine. What a fucking thing I've made here. We don't have any time left though, so we may as well deploy it. So I don't have any, like... Oh no, I do have scrap metal. Repair the hull. Repair the armor. Okay, we have all of our hull and armor back. Let's put the dihesic in, because I almost forgot about that again. Because that is really high capacity. The cooling rate's not great, but it'll be okay, based on what we have available right now. Alright, final battle time. I could back up, but considering my goal was to end soon-ish, we're better off just going to the final battle and seeing if this mishmash does okay. That arm on the right there really just doesn't feel like it's part of this body. As you can see, we have damage output. We got the damage output. I need to see if that has ammo for me in it. Oh me, oh my. This might have been a mistake. And by might have been a mistake, this absolutely was a mistake. Now, the worst part is those guys aren't the problem. Those aren't the thing I'm actually scared of here. No, none of this matters. Grab the heavy ballistic in case I pick up a heavy ballistic sidearm of some kind, though. You may be thinking, oh, it's the last stage. There'd be a boss, right? Unfortunately, the answer to that question is yes. It's the filled center. Repair the hull. The hull's more important. Let's run to the other supply drop and hope for the best. Methinks. Oh hey, there's a four-armed bastard right there who is going to fuck me up because I got stuck on the corner. Yep. Oh no, that's 6 arms. I stand corrected. That's not the thing I was scared of, though. There ordinarily was this thing with this crazy powerful spear that would show up and just would more often than not one jab knock a limb off. But that's how the Zero Front campaign is. That was, like I said, the win condition there was to win that fight. Unfortunately, our goofy four-armed mess did not succeed. But that is fine. That is enough out of me for today. It's a relatively short one, but since we will be more than likely going long playing Abiotic with Mel tomorrow, I don't want to go long tonight. as you might imagine. So we will find us somewhere to be, and then we will see how tomorrow goes. We do have a collab back on Saturday, and then Monday, I don't 100% know what I'm going to be doing yet. Ditto with Tuesday. I kind of want to see if I can scrape together people like I was talking about before for Rogue Point, since that'll probably be the one shot I'm gonna have before that playtest ends, but I need to see how well that playtest even works and if it is actually like a fully public playtest or not before that decision goes anywhere. And of course I will be trying to get people from Myco Relic as well, but that's going to involve people buying that one, so that'll be trickier in some ways to make happen. We shall see on that. And I was only managing to stall so long. I have not managed to stall long enough to make a choice here. To no one's particular shock, probably. Even with the time it is right now, I have a lot of people on. Like, this is a little bit later than I usually am ending, outside of, like, the abiotic days or specifically these Thursdays, really. Though usually these Thursdays are later because we start later. You get the point. You get the point behind what I'm saying there. Things I never thought I'd see. Anybody playing that mess? We're not going there because that is genuinely a mess. But it's interesting to see that even has anybody playing it. We're there recently. You know what? We haven't been over there in a little bit, and they're playing something incredible. So you know what? We'll go see Snow Mercy. They are playing Mega Bonk, which I've shown off before, and it is gloriously stupid. So that should be fun. And that makes my decision fairly easy. So, thank you all for taking the time to be here. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow. That will be regularly scheduled time, of course. We should be starting around 2 p.m. EDT. I'm looking forward to being able to just say EST again when Daylight Savings Time kicks back the other way again. Not that I'm looking forward to dealing with the hour change again, but, you know, take what you can get and all of that. But yeah, be good to Snow Mercy. They are good people, and I will see you next time. Good night, everybody.